Hi, this is Bruce Dickinson here from Iron Maiden, speaking a little bit about my potted life history. Well, I was born in 52 Manton Crescent, which is at a good start, and that was in Worksop in Nottinghamshire, in a small mining village where my grandfather was a miner. Anyway, I moved on from there. I wanted to be an astronaut. Unfortunately, I wasn't any good at maths or physics and couldn't guarantee where it would actually land, so I thought at the age of 12 I decided to design whaling vessels and designed a very nice factory ship on a piece of wallpaper. Unfortunately, the Department of Trade and Industry rejected it out of hand. I tried my hand at the interplanetary spacecraft. That didn't work very well either, so I went to school. Well, anyway, I got thrown out of school for whittling in the headmaster's beans, but that's another story. On the way, I learned how to fence, so then I stopped doing that when I was 19 and took up drinking, wine, women and song, and I started singing when I was 17. However, there was a slight problem because I had to take a university degree in history, but I decided not to be a history teacher and instead became a musician. That was after I'd been in the army for 2 years first. After having been in the Army Cadets, I led a very full life up to this stage. After that, I just devoted myself solely to the idea of raising families around the world and cooking. The only thing I could cook, of course, was a piece of toast, but that's another story as well. Anyway, finally I ended up in a group called Samson, which was stunningly unsuccessful around the world, mainly because it was managed by a bunch of geeks and also didn't have a very good record company. Anyway, as a result of my stunning unsuccess in Samson, even though their material was extremely good and is now available on Capitol Records called Shock Head Tactics or something like that, then I got the job with Iron Maiden, which was very nice because I was broke at the time. Anyway, Steve Harris came along and asked me, did I want to join Iron Maiden? I said yes. So then I did Iron Maiden and I did Number of the Beast and Peace of Man and Power Slave, and the rest is history, except that in the meantime I took up fencing, which is what I do now all the time when I'm not singing with Iron Maiden. I usually do it 6 days a week and I'm stunningly unsuccessful at it, but I'm trying to get better. Have I had 2 minutes yet? Hi, Bruce back on the loose again. I'm talking now about a song on the new Iron Maiden album, which is called Stranger in a Strange Land. And it was written by Adrian Smith. As a matter of fact, I heard it when it was being written all the time because my room happened to be opposite Adrian's, and he insisted on playing the particular riff which starts the song at about 4 in the morning when he was demoing it. He had a small 8-track studio in his bedroom, which was not easy. So I became particularly fond of this particular song. I also like the lyrics a great deal because I think they're very ambiguous lyrics. You can put the stranger in a strange land anywhere you like. He can be a stranger from another planet. He can be a stranger out in the cold somewhere. He can be a stranger to himself. And in fact, the song is about this guy that they dug out of the ice at the turn of the century, who was left buried there by one of Scott's expeditions to the pole. And although you can see that in the lyrics, what I like about them is that they work on another level as well. So they work on the level of the story, they work on the level of being nice lyrics, and they work on a deeper level too, if you want to see it that way. And certainly when I was singing it, I tried to get that in there, especially in the verses. I also like the song particularly because there's a lot of blues in the notes and in the way that it's sung and the way it's delivered. And despite the fact that a lot of the stuff Iron Maiden does these days will end up sounding like kind of fledgling operatic, I don't know what's. I did used to be able to sing a mean blues in my youth. And so it's nice to get back to it now and again and wail away. So I'm very fond of this song. In fact, it's my favourite song on the album. Possibly a contender for my favourite Iron Maiden song of all time.